scared, stand up, stay brave. For the people, by the people, we built this joint. All facts, no filter, always on point, speaking truth to power. We done playing by the rules, taking back what's ours. Fuck 40 acres and a mule. Yo, yo. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America, land of the free, home of the slave. My people never scared, stand up, stay brave. For the people, by the people, we built this joint. All facts, no filter, always on point, speaking truth to power. We done playing by the rules, taking back what's ours. Fuck 40 acres and a mule. Yo, yo.
Due to increasing censorship across social media and state media, the FTP podcast will pause discussion of topics related to Israel and/or the Jewish community for the time being. This decision has been made to protect the platform and keep its content unfiltered. The podcast will address these topics again when censorship is no longer a factor.
And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
This is Don Juan Daquan Johnson reporting live from the FTP newsroom. The FTP podcast has once again come under fire for telling the truth about white people. In response to what they describe as the latest violation of their First Amendment rights, FTP is pivoting to the FTP network, for the people, by the people, giving power back to the people. The FTP network will serve as the new home for the FTP podcast, Knick Knack After Dark, Court of No Appeals, the Bitch Happens podcast, and more. For updates on the FTP network and the latest news in politics and pop culture from the Black perspective, watch the FTP podcast Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays, 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube at For the People Podcast Show. Here at FTP Network, we say the quiet part out loud so you don't have to.
Are you exhausted from constantly moving the goalposts? Is your energy crashing like the economy? Introducing Red Bullshit, the only energy drink endorsed by RFK Jr. This crisp, refreshing, fentanyl-flavored energy drink will have you more hopped up and wired than Pete Hegseth on a Monday morning after a weekend-long bender. It's practically meth in a can. Whether you're storming the Capitol or storming out of a Starbucks, Red Bullshit keeps you wired, not woke. Made with 1,000 milligrams of caffeine and an ingredient we can't legally tell you about. The great taste of rage with 0 calories and accountability. Red Bullshit energy drink. Hydrate your hate.
Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. From DEI to DUI, the DOD is DIY. Israel first, America last. Now Iran is on that ass. Wanna pull out, but the condom broke. Won't run through Hormuz, don't want the smoke. Drop bombs over Baghdad. You ready to go? Getting screwed on the daily. You a GI ho. Benny's hiding peak. You on your own. Iran got that fire, bitch. The heat is on. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one.
Shop the pole, motherfuckers with an attitude. No papers, no English, anti-black and rude. You POC, but you wanna be YT.
Hey guys, welcome to For the People podcast. I am your host, Vision X. And this show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. Joined by our veteran queen of judges herself, Miss Nikki.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
I'm trying to figure out why I cannot hear you, Nikki.
It's an echo. It's playing the other one with my logo on it. It's playing you and that at the same time.
Right now?
No, it's better now. At first it was, but it's okay now.
Okay, perfect. No, I just want to make sure that I don't know what's going on with this mic. It keeps messing up for some reason. So I apologize. Also, I think Trey said he was going to be joining us today. So
yeah, he's on the way. He's on the way.
While he's waiting, I'm going to say hello to everybody here. HACF, DDS, TDG, Democracy, the Cosmic Blue, Light Mocha, T Coop. Democracy says, I feel like I've been away for a month. I've had to take a break and join the show today. I'm so over my brothers. Well, it's good to see you, Donahue, and that's pretty much it. So we have pretty much a packed show today as well. We were supposed to be doing, we're going to put a few people in here. Now, we're supposed to be doing a race draft today, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So we're going to work on a few other things. But you know what? We might be able to do the race draft anyways, because there's something I want to pull up. So I don't know if you guys know the real names of some of these celebrities that's out here. So I want to pull these up for you, right? And so Bruno Mars' his real name is Peter Gene Hernandez. So do you think that name fits him? Because he don't look like a Peter to me.
No, he definitely. I mean, he's not. Is he Samoan? I don't know what he is, but it definitely doesn't match.
Yeah, that was something. One thing I was.
But with the cosplay and blackness, it aligns.
That is true. And then Frank Ocean, his real name is Christopher Edwin Brooks. That matches him.
Yeah, I could see it either way.
Now, speaking of something, if we was to do a race draft, and Bruno Mars made his career off of pretty much R&B. Let's just call it what it is. R&B and the old 70s, 80 band type thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would keep him. What about you?
I would. I don't know if most people know this, but if you've ever seen the movie Honeymoon in Vegas, I think, with Sarah Jessica Parker, you will see, I believe, a 5-year-old Bruno Mars doing his Elvis impersonation. So I would keep Bruno Mars because he pays homage properly. He doesn't pass it off as this his genre. He gives homage to, James Brown and all these people and Black culture itself. I've never seen him in the sense of a culture vulture type, like he's transforming it and making it, new. There are white people that may see him like that, but that's white people. But I don't think he's ever disrespected Black culture where he's just tried to take it and make it his own. I think he does, give homage, and I haven't heard anything really problematic about him with Black people. So I would keep him. I mean, it's definitely some other niggas I would trade before I got to him. I could say that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then let's put so Stevie Wonder, his name is Stephen Hardaway Morris. That matches.
Yes.
That matches him. Travis Scott, Jacquees Berman Webster, that matches. I don't see nothing there. Iggy Azalea, I don't even know what the hell that is. Is that a miss? What?
Amethyst, like the purple stone for February. Amethyst. It's amethyst. Amelia Kelly. I mean, well, bitch, you had a rapper name already. Like we didn't have to do Iggy Azalea. But in the race draft, yeah, we definitely taking her the fuck out. Like she can go. Her and Amber Rose can be a 2-for-1. Yeah, Amber Rose technically ain't a nigga no way, but yeah, she can go.
I think we had Amber Rose on the list and we told her she was out, right?
Yeah, we already told her she was out, but if you just gonna mix these two, because low key, if you shaved Iggy Azalea's head, you would get Amber Rose.
Damn, that is true.
Yes,
You
if
know,
you shaved right here, looking at that picture, if you shaved her head off, it would be fucking Amber Rose. So yeah, they are 2 for 1. Get Ti, you fucked up bringing her into the into the fold. Okay, I know you made a good little piece of money off her, but you fucked up with that one. Okay, it's Ti's fault. Ti is is responsible for niggas having to put up with Iggy Azalea.
that is true. But he made some money off her though. I'll give him that.
He made some money.
John Legend, John Roger Stevens. That makes sense. I don't
Yes,
see
the cultural decline of John Legend has to be studied because niggas went from loving him to hating his ass. Like he's just like so fucking annoying. I don't know, but the downfall of him within black culture is it has to be studied because niggas don't rock with him like they used to. I don't know if it was Chrissy Teigen or what the fuck, but yeah, niggas ain't fucking with him like they used to.
Well, this is mostly on John Legend because you know how some people just be out there, they just be over talking. And it's the thing. This especially this thing when they get too wealthy. They get too wealthy and they forget where they come from, and then they start to try to tell you how to live your life. What's that girl that played in Iron Man that gets on my nerves? Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, she is so pretentious. Like,
yes,
girl, you got millions of dollars.
Super goop.
Yeah, and I'm just like, Gwyneth Paltrow, you pretty much, I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, most of your checks come from the Iron Man franchise. You're okay actress. I mean, you're not like, Angelina Jolie to me, to be honest, or Sandra Bullock. So, it's just like she has that potential. And I'd be like, and so that's what John Legend kind of reminds me of, is that he over speaks and he try to over preach to you as a rich person. And that's one of the things.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, you're right.
Too much. Even though he holds his hand, look how he's standing and holding his hand. Even that is just it becomes too much.
We're ordinary people.
Oh my God, it just becomes too much. Elton John, real name is Reginald Kenneth Dwight.
I knew he was a secret nigga.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Reginald Kenneth Dwight, that's nigga 3 times. Like that.
That is.
Individually, Reginald nigga, Kenneth nigga, Dwight nigga. I didn't know that to the day. That's a motherfucking that's a nigga trifecta. No wonder black people fuck with his ass. He could have just kept that name, but I understand with a name like Reginald Kenneth Dwight being English, you wasn't gonna sell the motherfucking records like that. So I see why he had to change his name to Elton John. But that is the most nigga shit I have ever heard. Well, all 3 names is fucking black. Now we have more insight into Elton John because that blew me right there. The 3 for 1, I can't.
Yeah, because I was sitting there like, damn. But they had to change that.
He wasn't gonna sell no records with a name like Reginald Kenneth Dwight. He wasn't going to.
No.
They had to make that nigga sound as white as possible. Now you can't hide the blackness or black be adjacent with the fucking music. You can't, cause he loves him some black artistry. He is like you have to. Elton ain't never been a problem to nobody. Elton is the quintessential gay, but he stands up for shit. He don't take no mess. So shout out to Elton, aka Reginald Kenneth Dwight. I'm calling that nigga Reggie from now the fuck on. Like that. We ain't calling him Elton John. Bitch, that's Reggie. That's Reggie Kenneth Dwight. Like nigga. Goddamn.
Oh man. And I want to thank everybody for joining. So we have a few things to talk about today. So what's the girl that died in Africa? I forgot her name already.
Oh Lord, Ashlee Jenae.
Ashlee Jenae. So we're going through a string of things because not only is that on the chopping block, but there's a lot of other things that people are talking about in terms of just racial issues in general. So I guess earlier, Tamera brought herself into the fold.
AKA
and so we about to Yeah, we're about to play this. We're going to play this video and another video back to back because I guess there were some things that people are just like ain't really feeling her. And so I want you guys to take a look on this, and we are going to be right back. Stay tuned. If it plays.
I was on Threads cackling yesterday at this shit. It was hilarious.
People who think that my husband is racist because he worked for a certain channel. I'm going to look in that camera right there and let everybody know my husband is not a racist. Boom. And you and that, like, there are some people who think that my husband is racist.
So I'm going to read some of the comments. So this girl named Keandra, she says, he may not be racist, but he certainly is a terrible human being. So this is her husband, Adam Housley. He says Trayvon was walking home from the store and his family lost a son. Zimmerman's family is suffering in a different way. Yes, he walks free. Then he says, again, not saying Zimmerman is innocent, saying this is being made racial by people who want it to be racial. That is what's sad. And then he says, not taking sides, not saying Zimmerman is innocent or guilty, stating the facts. People on both sides have used this case. And then he also says, please tell me this Twitter feed is wrong. Nets did not call Zimmerman a white Hispanic. What does that mean? It's like he is tall or short. And then somebody says she tried to summon her black side and came out as Paula Dean. And then you know how they be trying to do the whole sister girl, like she was
and it's not her. She's not the black twin.
Like she is the black twin. That's the one who everybody likes, not Tamera. Like Tamera always came off. First of all, when it was sister, Tamera always came off to me as goofy and immature. And I was just like, and Tia always came out as the more sophisticated one and the more that's way more polished. And then, speaking of interracial, since, Tamera saying that her husband ain't racist, whatever, let's listen to what this white guy has to say. We'll take a look. Be right back.
Interracial mixing is a mental illness. If you truly loved your people, your culture, your heritage, and loved yourself as an individual, then you would seek somebody within your own clan to make sure all of those traits are passed down to the next generation fully intact. Like, you wouldn't want any of that to change a bit. The people...
Well, your nose is crooked for starters. That's a trait amongst white people. If you have blue eyes, that's a mutated gene. All of your feet look the same. You have no rhythm. You have no seasoning. You're literally opposite of everything that tastes good.
So that was Matt, one of our other guest co-hosts. And this is the thing. When you look at the photo of that guy, I said, ain't nobody trying to have no babies with you, bro. You don't.
And that's why he's mad.
Y'all don't wash. And that's the problem. It's like they get upset when people reject them because they know that they don't look good. They know that they don't have the skills to talk to people. They don't have that presence. They don't have the body. They don't have the face. And that white guy just showed it all. So they can keep you on that side. I don't think nobody's going to be missing anything. Nikki, audience, what do you think?
Okay, well, let me go back to T and Tamera, because Deontay Cal, he posted 2 words and it was the funniest shit ever. He put sister with an A and then sister, because the show is called Sister. And everybody was like, damn, the hard ER. She is the hard ER in the sister. You can't. This is what happens when you're so desperate to get married, that you will marry a man that, and then if you watch the show, they used to have a reality show, and she was pregnant with her first child or something, and she was like, and the white friend was like, he's not going to identify as black, and she was like, oh God, no. And it's like, baby, you could tell he's mixed, but he's not exactly full on white, and their daughter is dark skinned. Their daughter is darker than her.
Damn.
So you can't make no mistake. You can tell that they're mixed, but they're not to the point where they can check white on the fucking application.
Yeah.
And this man has been a fucking problem with MAGA and stuff like that. He is fucking MAGA. And you married into that knowing that's what he was. So it's like, this is what happens when you're desperate to be married. And it throws me because their dad is white. The twins, their dad is white and the mom is really dark. And anytime you see Tia, the parents are divorced, but anytime you see Tia, she always hanging out with the dad and her brothers and all that. And there is a rift between them two that they don't talk as much. But this is why we say Tia is the fucking black twin.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that BET shouts out. She's the one that Beyonce sent Ivy Parker to and didn't send it to the other twin. Now you know that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But she got on Threads and said, "Hey, I'm here," and they ran her off that shit in less than 24 hours. That goes to show you the niggas in North. We remember. So you made your choice. Go be a MAGA mom. That's why they call you Tamaga, because that is what you signed up for. That's literally what they call her. She's Tamaga. So that's what you signed up for. To the guy in the video, pay attention to the fact that what he said, and then when black people say it. Whenever black men, especially black men, get up here and say we don't want white women, we want to stick with our own race because we know that they understand the trials and tribulations that we go through.
Yeah.
You white bitches get hysterical. Oh, well, it's this, why don't you, it's not a, that's being racist. No, it's only seen as racist when black, which doesn't exist because black people can't be racist. But we're supposed to sit up here and accept a white man saying that, which, hey, is fine because we don't want you motherfuckers no way. So it's no skin off our back. Like you said, he's telling on himself because when white women don't want white men, that's what he's angry about. Because nobody is forcing integration when it comes to interracial marriages and dating. Nobody is putting a gun to somebody's head and say, you got to date a bitch from another race, or you got to date a man from another race. That is a choice that you're making. And white men don't like the fact that they're not the first choice, even though they think they should be. They think they should be first choice amongst the women they don't want. They think that they're supposed to be first choice from white women. Black women, every woman should want a white man first, even though a white man claims they only want white women. It was a man, he's in Congress, I don't know, someone in the Trump administration. He literally got on Fox News and said that the reason why birth rates are low with white people is because girls 15 to 19 aren't getting pregnant anymore. Excuse me? They ain't even hiding it at this point. They're not even hiding the pedophilia at this fucking point. And this is why white men love pursuing children as like little girls, because they don't have the fucking mental to say, I'm going to pick you on my own. You have to be groomed. And look at how the fuck he looked. Nobody wants you nowhere. You look like you don't wash your ass. You don't have a high IQ. You look slow. You look like nobody wants you. It's always the ones talking about, oh, well, you can't go against your race because nobody is picking you, my nigga. Nobody is picking you. The white, you know, it's fucked up when white women like, we tired of white men.
Yeah.
And it burns them up when white women go to black men. So much so that I was watching a video where a girl was saying she went on a date with she's white, went on a date with a white man. And the first thing the white man was asking her was, have you ever dated a black man? Like, why would you care about that? Y'all are so envious of black dick that you can't fucking take it. Y'all are still, after centuries, y'all are still, that's still fucking with y'all. That y'all ain't, you know, hung like a fucking horse. It is still bothering y'all. Why would you care if she dated a black woman? I mean, black men, if she's on a date with you? That goes to show how niggas live rent-free in your fucking mind. Because you want to know, oh, if she didn't have some black dick, that means I don't stand a chance over here. So let me just go ahead and bow out now. That's some punk-ass shit to me. And you can't even have a heterosexual relationship. You white men not beating allegations. Y'all can't have a heterosexual relationship because you're too busy thinking about dick. You think about black dick, you think about white dick, you think about gay dick. Y'all can't be straight and be thinking about another man's dick this much. And you fucking can't be. You cannot be. And nobody thinks about another man's dick like Republican men. Allegedly straight Republican men.
And Nikki, what I'm going to do is also I am going to go into, so Bill Bellamy, he has something to say about black women dating white men, but he also is married to a white woman, if I'm correct. And so
she mixed with something. She ain't fully white, but she ain't black either.
Yeah, so I want to show you guys this as well. I'm going to show you two videos, and I want to see what you guys think about this. Take a look, and we will be right back.
All my black sisters out there that's dating these white boys, stop going on vacation with these motherfuckers, man. I'm just being real. I'm looking out for my sisters, my Wakanda sisters.
They going on vacation and only one of them coming back and it ain't you. So we not doing that. If you dating a white guy, go to the mall, okay? Go somewhere in the States where other black people at. Atlanta. Go to Chicago. Go to Memphis. They ain't gonna act up in Memphis because they got them things in Memphis. You understand? So all this going out the country, posting y'all love life and how happy y'all are that y'all in love and stuff. Nah! Sit your ass down in the living room and stop it!
So I'm gonna read some of the comments. Somebody says, men kill me. White men kill women and get away with it. Hope that helps. Another person says, women, what demographic of men are we safe with? Another person says, we just had the vice mayor in Florida killed by her husband and he was black. It doesn't matter the color. What matters are seeing the red flags and getting out of dangerous relationships. And then this lady has something to say. Take a look. We'll be right back.
Every day, black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. Coming from someone who can't wake up no more, yikes! Talking all that shit about black men online just to get off by your white fiancé in South Africa, diabolical. And I'll never find it funny that a black person gets killed by a white person. That cracker need to get hung. But I do find the irony funny. Oh, the irony of it all. How many times have we seen black people talk shit about black people just to get off by the blackers they love so much? No, I think it's sad. I just don't feel bad. And I don't like how South Africa is covering up for him. Them two motherfuckers had an argument so bad that the hotel they were staying at in South Africa had to separate them the day before she died. But she hung herself. I wish I cared more to dig more into it, but I don't. Every day, black men wake up and find.
So somebody says, do you feel differently about the black woman who was just killed by her black husband? Another person says, it's never greener on the other side. Choose wisely. And somebody says, you could have kept this to yourself. So they didn't agree with her as well. So I want to know what you guys think. This is my take on it. When it comes to interracial dating, especially when it's dating, especially white and especially dating Asian. If you ever looked at a lot of Asian videos, they do beat on their wives. This is something that's been cultural. I've seen too many of it. I've seen them when they be back there cooking shrimp fried rice, and it's always him throwing stuff at her and hitting on her. It's this whole subservient thing because you begin Asians and East Indians, they want to be a white so bad, so they take a lot of those same characteristics. When you look at whites, when a husband, this is two things I noticed: when they lose their money or the wife is about to leave them, they end up killing the whole family. I've seen, I don't know if you ever watch Investigation of Discovery, but if you watch Investigation of Discovery, they have this happen a lot. And so it's a huge, they have this whole investigation, why the husband did it, why he attacked her, why he did this and blah, blah, blah. And then when you look at it, you're like, well, I still don't understand why he had to off the whole family. And it's because as a white man, they just feel like that, that's the right that they have. And so they continue to keep doing it. So when it's a black person, I'm not surprised, especially with Africans. They're already on the chopping block with us anyways. They will cover up for white folks just to be in close proximity to whiteness. This man is worth $45 million. So he's worth for all this money. The people in Tanzania, of course, they need money. Tanzania is not a very well-developed place to be with. So of course, if he offers them any type of money, they're going to want that money.
Don't even ask.
This nigga here.
Where are you going?
Here we go talking some serious shit, and he coming here. Okay.
Don't even ask.
Whoa, you know we gonna ask. You can't come in here with a fucking looking like achy breaky heart in this bitch, and don't think we not gonna ask.
My achy breaky heart.
Oh my God, I could not. So I want to know, you just joined the conversation, Trey. We were talking about, Bill Bellamy had something to say about, interracial dating, and then this other girl, she has something to say about interracial dating as well. And we were sitting here explaining that, you know, I mean, you guys already know the history of white and Asian men. Y'all keep going over there. And the thing is, you know, I don't like when y'all bash black people to be with another race, because that other race, they off you, just like what's happening to him. The Tanzania government sat there and said, oh, she committed suicide. They were paid off, close proximity to whiteness, and they don't care because she's black. So I want to know what you guys think of this.
I'll say this about the Bill Bellamy video. I normally like Bill Bellamy, but this is a case of right message, wrong person. Because in the grand scheme of it, and some people have said in the chat, a lot of, not all black men, but a lot of black men don't protect black women on a daily basis. So don't come out here now and acting like black men, because there was and I go back to Deontay Kyle. He made a post a few months ago telling black men to hold other black men accountable when black women don't feel safe. You know what I mean? Like if black women are in a club or they're in a place where another man, regardless of color, but especially a black man, is harassing them, you as another black man seeing that should do something about it, and let that black woman feel safe. Niggas could not handle accountability. Oh well, that's not my place. That's not my mama, that's not my sister, that's not my job to look out for other women. If other women don't, if black women don't feel safe, they should stay home. Keep that same energy when your mother, your sister, your daughter, your aunt, your grandmother is a victim of violence on the street. When they're just minding their business and another black man or any other man accosts them on the street and either physically beats them, sexually assaults them, I want you to have that same energy, because it'll be you same niggas on the news saying, why did the community show up? Why didn't anybody help her? But you're the same man that said you wasn't going to help another black woman because they weren't anything to you, because they weren't your family. You can't expect a village to show up for you when you don't show up for the village. So it's good and rich, you know, it's all fun and games in retrospect to be a black man and talk about black women's safety. Well, nigga, you not even married to a black woman. She's definitely not black. She I don't even know if she a quarter or what. She ain't white, but she's definitely not black. She's definitely not black. And now that's not to say that he can't speak on it because he has a black mother. I'm sure he has black sisters and black aunts. But do not get up here and talk about it like it's her fault. Now, again, if she had those tweets and everything and she felt like white men were better and white men were superior, then baby, rest in your preference. I said that yesterday and I still mean it. Does that mean she deserved what happened to her? No. But if that's the life you live and you think white is right and you're willing to die for it, and you did die for it, then you can't expect people to have sympathy for you. You have to keep the same energy in life and in death. If you talk shit about black men to the point where you didn't want to be with them and you thought white men were better, and then you ended up being unalived by a white man, niggas gonna talk they shit. You gotta be prepared for that. But as black men, you don't get to use this woman's death as a PSA to other black women about dating white men and not being protected by white men when you as black men don't wholeheartedly protect black women. Because you're the ones that are accosting black women at clubs. You're the ones that are essaying black women in spaces that it's not even called for. Y'all got a lot of misogyny as niggas to unpack yourselves. Especially when the only time that you see that you can save a black woman is if that black woman is related to you. That's not how the world works. Because if something happens to your relative, the first thing you're going to ask is, why didn't somebody do anything? And if they say, well, that wasn't my mama, that's not my grandma, that's not my aunt, I don't know her, you're going to feel some type of way. Keep the same energy all the way around. If you're not going to stand up for black women, don't expect somebody to stand up for the black women in your life. That's how it's going to work. Everybody around here needs to keep the same fucking energy when it comes to these situations. That's my take on it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Just continuing on in this, I wanted to bring a few updates regarding Ashlee. There was a lot that was being discussed. You know, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to say. And so I want to bring up a few videos in regards to this. And also somebody did a montage of other ones, and we have talked about these other interracial couples on the show. So I'm not for sure why the parents got her a GoFundMe when she already allegedly had money. I'm also not understanding why the husband, if he so much loved her, why he didn't do it and she committed suicide. I'm still trying to figure out why he just is not going to pay for this actual funeral. So a lot of this shit is just not making sense to me at all. It's just not making sense. But let's take a look at this first video.
I'm really confused about this GoFundMe. Because her fiance is literally a millionaire. And before she met him, she was driving around in a Lamborghini. So the question is, where's the fucking money that y'all got that y'all been flexing? The first class flights on social media. Don't use that money to pay for the... Why do we, that got nothing to do with this, gotta... And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a black man somewhere who's like, oh yeah, she was talking shit about us, but I'ma still pay. Go and check her tweets. She's been talking about she has always wanted a biracial baby since she was a kid. Look it up. She's like, since I was a child, I've always known my kids would be biracial. So that means right from the get-go, she has completely removed us as an option in her life. But I know there's going to be a bunch of stupid-ass black man, homo, black queen, who going to be donating. When she's the one that got a millionaire, soft life, hard casket.
Damn.
I'm really confused about this GoFundMe.
And then this is also another update. Take a look.
No, I'm not going to speak on this woman and her death, and this is not the topic you think I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about an angle that I haven't seen anyone discuss so far. But before that, let's take a look at something. She posted this photo on social media, and let's go ahead, take a good look at this photo. All right, let's go ahead and look at the comment. Don't know you, but I love this for you. God, I'll this soft girl era. Please, I have no idea. May this kind of love find me. Look how he's looking at you. I love how he's looking at you. You notice who's all in the comments? He wants to eat you up. May love like this find us. Oh, because I thought someone whose man wouldn't even get them a 444 said something. I pray get a man like this. He loves you. You notice again who's having these conversations? Look how he's looking at you. May this kind of intentional man locate me. I love this lifestyle for you. May it turn into wedding bliss. She goes, manifesting this. Oh, you manifest. May this kind of love locate me. May this kind of love find me and never let me go. May this kind of love is finding all of us, ladies. I see my future. Okay, K-Dog. Yeah, go look at this man's post on Twitter. You'll find one thing. This man lost $10 million this year in the crypto.
And then I'm going to show you this. This black woman, and I just stated Asians, was killed by her Asian husband. Take a look at this. We'll be right back.
What up, Nurse Gang? Very sad story today. Happened yesterday morning where a nurse in New Jersey was gunned down at work in the facility by her estranged husband, Victoria Alexander, I want to say her name right. She was 38. Her husband, Brandon Alexander, was 35. She was showing up for day shift. He pulls up, blocks her car in, jumps in the car with her, leaves 2 suicide notes on the dash. So I guess he was going to make it seem like it was a suicide. A food delivery truck just happened to be there and beeped and told him to move. While he was distracted with the food delivery truck, she jumped out and ran inside the building, XL Care Rehabilitation Center. He chased her in and shot her multiple times and then shot himself. He initially survived, but then he died at the hospital.
Damn.
This happened, I believe, yesterday or the...
And I'm going to show one last video. Here's a montage of all the other race is good. The other race is better. There's all this. And every last one of these motherfuckers on this list talked bad about black people. Now they are picking up, what they say, pushing up daisies? Pushing up daisies. Take a look.
All the black spouses in these pictures are dead. All the white spouses alive. Telvin Osborne said he would rather F a dog than F a black woman, but the dog gotta be white. Christian Obumsumi, whatever his last name is, did nothing but fetish over white women and degrade black men and black women. And Ashlee Jenae said ever since she was in the 3rd grade, she's been wanting to have mixed babies, and the black men wake up every day and embarrass black women. If you gonna date outside of your race, you are entitled to. But if you gonna disgrace your own people, Delete it right now. Because the moment you get out of here, boy, they're going to find it. Boy, and they're going to disrespect you. The type of person that disrespects their own race, uplift another, is the worst type of person to me. But rest in peace to everybody involved. All the black.
So I'm going to say this. All these people want biracial. And I tell you this, coming from Kansas and Missouri, this is a dime a dozen. There is so many black people with low self-esteem and self-hate. They want to be in proximity to whiteness so bad. They want to be white so bad. Remember I told you the story when I was in high school. This is high school kids. Oh, the girl was pretty much, she's light-skinned girl, black girl, but she was not mixed biracial black. She was just brown, like light-skinned black. And she said, oh, I don't want to go to the prom with him because he's too dark. I want my kids to come out light-skinned. This is a common occurrence in the Midwest. It's also a common occurrence in LA. Hell, my dermatologist, they don't hang around nobody dark skinned unless they are famous or got money. They don't know, none of them. Trey, you know, they don't.
Oh.
And they don't. And I said, so I said, you don't hang around black people. But I said, but the Latins and the whites did the same mess to you, had you in all this mess as well. Oh, well, it's different because with the blacks, I didn't think the blacks would do that and everything. I said, yeah, but you can expect the same BS from the Latins and the whites. So why are you dogging the blacks and you're not doing that same to black people? Mixed light skin dude. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with black people and with our self-esteem or whatever, but we got to let that go. Another thing that gets to me is that I see that we always want to be in their spaces, and then as soon as something happens to you and they about to fight you or offend you or whatever, all of a sudden these same black people come back over to the black side. I'm gonna tell you what, with everything going on now and the election, all that stuff, that door is closed. That door is closed. I don't feel sorry for any of them because every last one of them on that list talk crap about black people, and as soon as something hits the fan, everybody's talking about, oh, Jesus forgive and praise us, and let's do a GoFundMe, and the time for GoFundMe is done.
Yeah, fuck that.
This is what you wanted. This is what you got. Trey, Nikki, what do y'all think?
So when it comes to like this whole light-skinned or like white is better, or even like having mixed babies, this is something that's kind of indoctrinated into a lot of us just here in America, like being black. I happen to come from just a very attractive dark-skinned family, so it wasn't particularly like in my household, but like around, like even like in school, like the little boys would be like, "Ooh, the little light-skinned girl," or like the little girls would be like, "Ooh, the little light-skinned boy with the pretty hair." Like, so this is something that that is kind of indoctrinated to us as at a very young age, and it's slightly different with every race. Like obviously, like in Spanish people, like the lighter of them are the better. But just like in black people, like you sometimes are told that if you're a dark skinned person like me, you sometimes are like told that you're just not as attractive as the light skinned one. So it's a thing. It's really a thing.
I can agree with Trey on that. But going back to the situation at large, and I think somebody brought it up in the chat, there was a recent black politician, a female, who was unalived by her black husband, and it was a domestic violence issue, and it had been going on for several years. Nobody in the black community is really talking about it. And you don't see black men making PSAs or coming out talking about this man and how we need to protect black women. But you only coming out with that when it's on the opposite end of the spectrum. And again, if she felt like she felt the whole I want mixed race babies from the time she was in third, it's fucking wild. Especially when you're dark skinned and you have to know that you're not going to be the favorite. And chances are, if a white man does get with you, he's fetishizing the fuck out of you. Like, you have to also be prepared. You have to be prepared for that as a dark-skinned black woman and even as a light-skinned black woman, because being quote-unquote light-skinned or red, whatever, I don't know, my tone fluctuates with months,
Red
whatever.
bone.
Red bone. But being from Miami and being called a red bone, there are men that will fetishize me because of that. Where they think, because I've heard it. Oh, your skin, your light skin next to my dark skin. It's like, so that's what you like about me? Like, that's really a thing with you? And then you have dark skinned children? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Colorism, and again, this goes back to white supremacy playing out in blackness and in black culture. This is how it goes. But this is why I say keep that same energy, because the black men who, whenever you see black men talking that shit about black women, oh, it's only white snow bunnies for me and this, that, and the other, you don't see a lot of black men in them comments like, hey, ease up on black women. Now you'll see black women in them comments being like, hey, if that's what you want, that's what you, well, you
I
a
don't think
black
that's
bitch.
not.
And it's,
I don't think that's true, Nikki. I've seen a few black people the black guys that said something.
so then that, yeah, but I guess what I would say is I would like to see it more. I don't want to see it after the fact. I want to see it in real time as it's happening. Like, listen, lay off black women. We're not bitter when we say if that's what you want, go and have it. Why are you telling the women that you don't prefer what your preference is? That doesn't make sense. If you don't prefer black women, why are you telling black women you don't prefer us? We're not what you want. Shouldn't you be going after the women you do want? Why are you telling us? Because 9 times out of 10, the niggas that say they don't want black women have rejected you already. And that's why you're upset. So instead of going on about your fucking business, if you ask a black man who constantly puts down black women to date white women, why they like white women, they can never tell you anything about the white woman, but they'll give a laundry list of what's wrong with black women, which is why they go to white women. But they can never tell you what it is about white women specifically that you love so much. You can't say it without
Agreed.
talking about a black woman. And when you do that, that's how I know you don't really like white women. You just want to use it as an opportunity to get back at black women that have rejected you. But baby, the black women that have rejected you have done just that. They rejected you. So you're not getting back at them because they already told you you're not what they want. So who are you really getting back at? You're not getting back at the people you think you're getting back at. So all I want all around is for everybody, when you, as a black man, if you see somebody down in a black woman for another race, get in their ass and be like, hey, player, this ain't it. If you want a white bitch, go get a white bitch, but leave black women alone. Same thing when you see black men, black women doing the same thing, black women get on their ass and be like, hey, sister, I know you know you might not like how black men are moving, but that's not all black men. And if you want to date a white man, handle your business, but know what the fuck you dealing with when you go on that side. Because when you go on that side, it's not gonna be what the fuck you think it is. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna always be black and he's gonna always be white. Same thing with a Latino, same thing with an Asian. At the end of the day, you're gonna always be a nigga. And you're gonna have to be prepared for that.
Yep.
Because when it comes down to it, chances are they're gonna side with their race. They're not gonna side with yours. I don't give a fuck how much they love you.
Always.
They're gonna always side with they race. They're gonna always be like, oh, well, what did you do? Imagine being in an interracial relationship as a black woman and you come tell your non-black partner about how your day was and all the microaggressions you had to deal with, and they're looking at you like, do you think it was all in your head? That shit right there was send me. That was send me. And that is what you have to be prepared for when you go on that side. That you always have to be prepared that it's not going to turn out how you think it is. Because broke men, I don't give a fuck what color you are dangerous men.
Yes, they are.
Especially a white black men that's broke already bitter as fuck. And they already angry. But you get a white man that's fucking broke, that's a different level. Because
that's scary.
Exactly. That's a different level. That's a different level because white men are always taught from birth that they should have everything they want because they're white.
Yeah.
And when they have to come to the realization that they're broke or they're losing and hemorrhaging money, and that lie is not real, that white supremacist lie is not real, that you're really not gonna get everything you want because you're white, they will kill you. They will kill you. If they got a white wife, if they got a black wife, they will kill you. Because they are not able to live the life that they want to lead. And if they can't live the life that they want, they're going to make sure you definitely ain't going to live the life that you want. A broke man is a dangerous man. But a broke white man, that's next level dangerous. That's different. That's some
First 48.
Unsolved Mysteries, Dateline NBC, that type of shit right there. That's a different fucking level. And this Ashlee Jenae girl is now seeing that. Do I think there should be a GoFundMe? No. If you're gonna have a GoFundMe, it's whites only, bitch, because that's what you wanted. If you're gonna have a GoFundMe, it should be only white men allowed to donate.
Yep.
Because that's what you wanted. You took your ass over there. Where's the fucking money? If she making all this money, she going on all these flights. You had something. So either the parents want to access that money and don't want to use that to bring her home, which that ain't nobody's fault. She took her ass on over there to Zanzibar. Y'all better figure out how to get her back.
Right.
Or y'all better go over there and have a motherfucking funeral, cremate her ass, and bring her right on back on the plane. I don't know however you got to do it. But if you're gonna take a GoFundMe, it should be whites only, white men only. Because that's what she wanted. So that's who should only be allowed to fucking donate. And I feel that way about anything. If you a black man and you talking shit about black women and you only want white women and a white woman kill your ass, only white women can donate to that shit. And see how far you get. Only white women can donate. So if you, I don't like my race, I prefer this race. Okay, rest in your preference.
Yeah. Yep. Stay over there.
RIP, rest in your preference, and the only people that could donate you is your motherfucking preference.
That part.
That's how we should do it from now on. And then we could clip all that bullshit.
Case closed.
Just like that. That's
Case
it.
closed.
Easy.
Case
Easy.
closed.
Trey, any comments in the comment section before we go on to the next topic?
Actually. So we have.
That was a good discussion.
Jamie Mason said, what'd you say? It was.
That was a good discussion.
Jamie Mason said he lost 10 mil in crypto. I guess that's for the husband.
They always snap like that. They always do.
Yep. Don Eugene says, our people will never learn. Dead right. And he also says the Bible does say don't ever trust the enemy. They got to learn that the white people are not meant for us. And here's the thing with whites. They need our DNA to keep them going. They're dying out because they're recessive. Speak, Jamie.
Yeah. And
Light
go Light Mocha.
Yeah, from to Light Mocha from Jamie. We see white men do it to white women, and we're supposed to think they won't do it to us. Need to move around.
Yeah, that's true. And I want to show y'all, we're going to go into the next topic. This is pretty much just our government and cops and everything. And there's just a lot going on, you guys. So we got to take a look at a few of these videos. There's 3 of them, and we'll be right back. This is actually one from a teen that was assaulted by ICE, and they were pretty much explaining what happened to him. So take a look.
Were so brutal that you needed medical attention, as you can see here. A nurse at the hospital where you were taken actually called 911 to report to the police that you had been choked and beaten, and you were repeatedly called slurs by the officers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the names that they called you?
Illegal son of an alien, border hopper.
They called you gay for crying as well?
Yes,
They
sir.
called you a criminal? They called you a is that correct?
Yes, sir.
As I understand, while you were being assaulted, you were told the agents that you had filmed this on their cell phone. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that's when they took your phone away.
Yes, sir.
These agents didn't just take your phone, they sold it. They pawned it at a kiosk for $250 cash. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
This is Donald Trump's America. He wants violence, terror, chaos, and ICE shouldn't get one more penny from this Congress or from this budget. They were so brutal that you needed medical attention, as you can see here. A nurse at the hospital where you were taken actually called 911 to report to the police that you had been choked and beaten, and you were repeatedly called slurs by the officers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the names that they called you?
Illegal.
All right, and I'm going to play this one right here. This guy was you just gotta watch it. You just gotta watch it to see. The audio for some reason is no longer available. I'm gonna try to play it again to see if it's available. Because you know how they see the video and then they're like, oh, but take a look. So what they're doing is they're dragging him. This did have video footage at first, but the cops beat him and now they're dragging him. And that's them dragging him over there to the car. And then this happened in a liquor store. Take a look.
in the hell?
Okay.
White people.
What's your bag? What's your bag number? What's your bag number? Why are you punching him like that? Yo, he's punching. Give me your hand. The fuck? Give me your hand. Pop, give me your hand. Pop, all right?
Did he just kick him in the head?
Get on the phone. Oh, gosh. Yo, he's violated. Get on the phone. Get on the phone.
Wow.
So I want to know, like, is enough after a while? This is why I say, when it comes to, like, when they would say, oh, the police, like when that father that whose son was gunned down by the cops for like running away, and then he went and got one of the other cops, and then all the cops want to be all tough. That's why I don't be caring about what happened to them. I told you guys when I was younger, the cops was in our house, drug dealers, prostitutes, hanging with the gangs. This is why I think that Snowfall, and I want you guys to watch the show Snowfall. We're going to talk about this on Sunday. Go watch Snowfall. It's exactly how the CIA is and how police officers are. That's why I don't trust them. I said they're involved in all that stuff. They're involved in the gangs. They're involved with the drug dealers. They're involved with the cartel. They're involved in all that stuff. And what they do is they orchestrate something, and it's always the cop where, oh, I didn't get enough money, or they start taking the product, which means they're snorting the actual drugs of the product, and then they start tweaking out and stuff. Snowfall was so perfect. I think I think that was one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. It was spot on. So I want to know what you guys think of this, and is enough?
Oh my God. So it kills me that like I see this now, but like we have to really think about this has been going on. Like this has been, it's only visible now because everybody and their mother has a cell phone, and then the police are required to record body cam footage. Can you imagine before the body cams were available and before everybody had a cell phone to record this shit? Like how many people had their teeth kicked in, and then they told the medic that it was self-inflicted. Like this is crazy. This is absolutely insane that we actually get to see it now. But like I think to myself, like how many of these people have been wrongfully convicted and it's been said that they self-inflicted these wounds and shit, and they've been knocked down and dragged out by the police. This is fucked up. Like fucked up. It's fucked up that we actually see it, but like now at least it's coming to light so something can be done about it. But before, like, what
There
the
was
fuck are
nothing.
people supposed to do?
Yeah.
Exactly. And then even with the body cam footage, they'll either turn the body cam off, or there's been times where you see the footage and they still don't do anything. They're going to find a way to justify it at any point. As long as the victim is black and or brown, they're going to find a way to justify it. It's just, it is how it is. So it's like when y'all talk about, oh well, it's not that bad. It's easy to say it's not that bad until you get your ass beat, or until your child get their ass beat. Then all of a sudden you want fucking justice. Then all of a sudden it doesn't matter. Oh, did they comply? Y'all ain't asking that question when it's you. You're not asking that question when it's a family member. So again, keep that same energy when it comes down to shit and how y'all defend police officers, or you get mad when people say police officers are all police officers are bad. Like at some degree, I can understand again why black people join the force, because they want to be the change for their community. But a slave catcher is a fucking slave catcher. It is what the fuck it is. That's what that shit is rooted in. And there's never gonna be any reform. That's why they always lean on the blue and not black or white, even though we know it's white over there, but it's the blue, because they're expecting that when you come in there, you're going to give up your blackness to protect everything that's blue, and everything that's blue is fucking white supremacy. That's what you're walking into when you do that shit. Any type of fucking law enforcement, especially when you're a correctional officer. And I have people in my life that are correctional officers, but when you think about it, you're overseeing the population. And what is it? Even though white people commit most of the crimes, who are the most people that's probably incarcerated?
Yeah.
Black people. because they will find any little thing, even down to mandatory minimums. A white person can snort blow all fucking day long. Don't go to fucking jail. Catch a black person with some crack rock, and all of a sudden they get in fucking 50 years to life or some shit. We see
Not
it
even crack
every
rock.
fucking day.
Weed. There are people still in
Weed.
jail for weed.
There are people still in jail.
Weed.
But when white people realize, oh wait, we can make money off of this shit by legalizing it, but you didn't go back and retroactively get those people that are in jail for weed out of prison. So you left them in there so you can still make money, because these, you have to remember, these are for-profit prisons. They're not going to spend billions of dollars building for-profit prisons, and they're not going to fill them the fuck up.
Yeah.
All of this shit is a scheme set up by fucking White Todd, okay? This is how this is how it's supposed to work. And you can't even talk shit about black people, because I saw a video today. You know how they be doing those experiments in public, but the people don't know they being filmed? So it was a white woman with "help me" written on her arm, and she's walking up to people saying "help me," and then a white man will come and be grabbing her by the hair and by her shoulder, like pulling her back like he's the kidnapper. And
I saw that.
People, all these white people, they just, even the Asians, even the Hispanics, they walked by. They was like, okay, we're not going to help you. It wasn't until the end where it was a young black man that she showed her hand to, and he stepped in. And he grabbed the girl and kept pushing the other guy back until the guy had to like tap him and point to the camera and be like, we're doing an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So out of all those people, white people didn't help. White people didn't help white women. Hispanic people didn't help. Asian people didn't help. The only person that stepped in when a woman was being kidnapped was a black man. Or if they would have shown a black woman would have got involved. Y'all talk cash money shit about black people, but y'all will fuck us up first. Meanwhile, we'll be the first people to help you out in a dangerous ass situation.
Yeah.
That's how you do black people.
Absolutely. And what we're going to do is we are actually going to go to our first commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Trey Rich Live is here with the summer anthem, Black Boy Joy. Turn it up, drop it low, catch the vibe. Black Boy Joy, out now, streaming on all platforms. Black Boy Joy merch is exclusively available at the FTP store. Order now at ftp-store.printify.me.
For many black women and children, staying in the United States is no longer the safest option. New Grassroots was created to change that. This initiative is focused on one mission: helping black women and children relocate to safer, more supportive countries. New Grassroots covers passports and visa costs, but the vision is bigger. New Grassroots is aiming to cover flights, travel essentials, and up to 3 months of safe housing. The work is already in motion, but it can only grow with your support. If you believe in creating safer futures, visit linktr.ee/datdamnjenae and make a donation today. New Grassroots, creating protection, relocation, and liberation for black women and children.
Do you suffer from model minority syndrome and constantly vote against your own best interest? Did you vote for a man that thinks your existence is a threat to national security? Introducing MAGA Manny, your pint-sized political pick-me compadre. MAGA Manny comes equipped with top-of-the-line self-hating accessories. First up are these patriotic-themed maracas, perfect for dancing your way to your deportation hearing. Next is the I Know Black, I Latino identification card. Whether you're being questioned by ICE or the neighborhood Karen, just pull out this card and instantly bond over your anti-blackness. Then there is the rosary. Who needs freedom when all your faith is in a wannabe dictator? And finally, heavy-duty trimming shears. Because documented or not, those hedges aren't going to cut themselves. Habla inglés? Sí. Just press Manny's buttons to hear iconic phrases like,
Me vote for Donald Trump. Me no black, me Latino. Donald Trump will save us.
MAGA Manny will never be white. But just like you, he'll certainly die trying. MAGA Manny, fighting for a table he'll never be allowed to sit at. MAGA Manny is exclusively available at your local ICE field office. Citizenship sold separately for $5 million.
Welcome to the Dow is 50,000, baby! Where ICE kidnaps American citizens, the Epstein files still haven't been released, prices are up, rights are restricted, and the country's falling apart. But hey, the Dow is 50,000, baby! Tonight's prizes include a lifetime supply of propaganda, a pre-denied insurance claim, a one-way ticket to Gaza, and a bonus spin on the wheel of fascism. Who gives a fuck what happens to you? The Dow is 50,000, baby!
Hey guys, welcome to For the People podcast. I'm your host, Vision X, joined by our Queen of Judges herself and our architect, Trey Rich. I want to thank all you guys. I want to play a few things for you. So the first thing is, I want to thank you guys for letting this video go viral. Actually, not video, but our post. This post right here, love Black culture, but not Black people. We filmed this, I think it was last week. This has over 33,000 views so far.
Ooh.
And we just posted it 2 days ago. 5,000 likes. So thank you guys so much at FTP. Trey, do the sound effect for it. I want to thank you guys so much for that. So that was something I want to thank you guys. I mean, you guys are doing it. So thank you guys so much. Also, I'm going to pull up a few things, just a few icebreakers before we start into this next session, because this next session is going to be very heavy. So I want us to talk about this. So these are celebrity lookalikes. They look alike to me.
I don't know, but
I slightly feel attacked.
Yeah, they hey, I'll say they do wear the short hair very well. I'll give them that. How about that?
Yeah.
I've always thought they were related.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They
Yeah.
finally had to go. He had to bring her out on stage because you've never seen them in the same room together. At the first time I saw her, I'm like, ain't no fucking way. That the twinsies for real. Yes. Yes. Wait, that ain't the same bitch? Who is that on? That's Lotto. Who is the other one?
I don't know.
I thought it was the same person.
That's not
Okay.
Lotto over there.
They look the same.
It looked like her. Oh shit.
Oh, they wrong for this.
Wow. Really? Wow.
Oh,
No.
I don't see it. I don't see
I
it.
don't see it. Now,
No.
Maybe the same wig.
Okay, but that's about it. And they wearing the same color. Like, I'm gonna need you
Yeah.
to really quit that shit because y'all played in each other's face. Now they just no. I don't know who made this list,
dumb.
but yeah, that we starting off.
They
They doing the most. Yes.
Yes,
this
they've
is real.
they've always said that. So that one that is a good one.
Yeah, they look like they're brothers or something like that. They look very close.
Definitely be related.
No.
Hell no.
Hell no. Y'all lost
Hell
y'all.
no. In Charlemagne's dreams, nigga. Hell no. No. Hell. All they got is a bald head and a fucking goatee. That is not a twin make. I am so sorry for you. Ain't no motherfucking way.
I don't see it.
No.
I don't
No.
see it.
If
No.
anything, the one on the right, I want to say his name is Blake Griffin. He looked like the one that Kim Kardashian married.
Yes, he
Oh
actually
yeah, he
does.
does.
That's who he looked like. He don't look like Sean King, who already cosplaying as a black man when he's clearly a white man. So no. That's ain't that Rihanna? Who
Wait,
is
that's
this?
not Rihanna to the left?
Who the hell is that?
Who is that?
If that ain't Rihanna, who the fuck?
that-
I think that's the AI version because I don't know who she is.
Or is that like
has
her
to
wax
be-
figure or something?
That has to be her.
'Cause that's
wax
very
figure
good.
because- okay, I can.
Now this I can see. This
I can see it only in this particular, like the way Coco Jones is faced, and
Yeah.
her face looks a little plumper. I
Yeah.
can see it, but it's not an exact match. It's more like when we say you favor somebody and not like you look like them, but there's a she favors her. I
This
would
is a
say
very
that.
much all black people look alike type situation here.
Yeah, and I'm not.
I'm not
What's really good is when you can find a black person that looks like a white person, because that exists. Like when you take A. Marie and Kourtney Kardashian.
Yes,
They're
they are
twins.
very much. They
So when you see black people that resemble white people, like I'll give you one.
Oh, we got it. We gotta move on, you guys.
Okay, my bad.
So sorry. We'll talk about this later. I want to show one more thing, and then we're going to go into a very heavy topic. Now, I want you guys to really look at this, because if you look at this, I can kind of see it. Take a look.
Wait a minute.
Jim Carrey playing Bernie Mac. I can see it.
I see
Winona
Brad
Ryder
Pitt.
playing Felicia is crazy work.
Okay, I can see the top. We got to get off Jim Carrey. No, because nobody can be Bernie Mac. The top photo, I can give you, and Brad Pitt does look like Gary Dourdan, so I can see the top pick, but Jim Carrey is Bernie Mac. We got to get rid of that. Like, you just threw an extra too many white people.
Jim Carrey funny. Like, if it's the white version, they're gonna call it Monday, not Friday.
Oh shit!
If we was doing a white version, then yeah. But I see, like, Bernie Mac is a little older, so I would be trying to think of like an older white comedian that could really. I don't know who. The person that comes to mind isn't alive anymore. That would be George Carlin. I think he would be like the fit for that. But I'm trying to think of another white comedian. But I guess Jim Carrey would be able to carry that particular part, because it wasn't a big role. So I could see him doing it. But the visuals on the top, that would be funny.
They did a good job on that.
They did a good job on that one.
So I want to bring in a very heavy topic, because I always like to have our history lessons. You know what? We haven't had what's name on the show in a minute. I'm gonna have to get our history teacher. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get our history teacher. But I wanted to show some very heavy things that we just need to remind ourselves about history. And so I'm glad that AI is doing a better job at making things more animated, and people are putting in the actual facts. So I want to show you these 3 videos, and I want to see what you guys think about this. Take a look. We'll be right back.
There were owners of private prisons who were suing the states they are contracted to imprison people in, because they don't have enough prisoners, because the state got lax on some of their laws and decided to be more lenient on incarceration. So you have a state government that goes, all right, we ain't gonna put as many people in prison. But the private company running the prison go, nah, motherfucker, you promised us 80% capacity at all times. We at 50% capacity. Go catch some niggas and bring them and or reimburse me for the people that are not in here.
Damn.
And the state can't afford to do it. So they locked up in court right now.
Damn. What?
And I want to show you this. Take a look.
He specialized in inventing sadistic torture for the people that he enslaved. And one of those tortures has become famous. The name of the torture was called Derby's Dose, because the first enslaved person that he did this to was named Derby. And this basically gets you to the darkest part of slavery, because what he would do to punish enslaved people that either ran away or resisted them is that he would force other enslaved people to shit and piss in their mouths, and then he would cover their mouths with a gigantic muzzle and have them hold shit in their mouth for 6 or 7 hours. Now remember, this is Thomas Thistlewood. He also did things like had enslaved people whipped and flogged and then tied up outside, and then had lime juice or lemon juice, pepper rubbed into those wounds, and then left these people outside for 14 to 15 hours to be eaten up by bugs. So that's when people try to tell me, slavery wasn't that bad. I always tell them, go read the diaries of Thomas Thistlewood.
And who said slavery wasn't that bad?
Oh, white folks. And all the other ones as well. And then let's take a look at this. Everybody know about J. Marion Sims, but it's good to get like a reenactment of like how bad things were. Take a look.
You want to know why we got to change the narrative about black women? Check this out.
Doctor performed 30 surgeries on an enslaved girl without anesthesia and became a hero. 1845, Alabama. Anarcha is 17, enslaved and dying from childbirth injuries. Dr. J. Marion Sims sees an opportunity. He buys her and 10 other enslaved women with the same injuries. They become his experiments. For 4 years, Sims operates on Anarcha over and over. No anesthesia, fully awake.
Imagine your private parts being cut on over 30 times with no anesthesia.
Other enslaved women hold her down while he cuts into her. Surgery 1 fails. Surgery 5 fails. Surgery 10 still failing. Anarcha screaming through every one. Surgery 30 finally works. Sims perfects the technique on her body through her pain. He leaves Alabama, opens a clinic in New York, operates on wealthy white women with anesthesia this time.
And this beast still got statues up in different parts of the country in his honor right now as I speak. Stop playing, man.
He becomes the father of modern gynecology. Statues built in his honor. Medical schools teach his methods. He dies rich and celebrated. Anarcha still enslaved. No freedom, no payment, no acknowledgement. Just 30 surgeries worth of scars and 4 years of torture that made him a legend. For 150 years, his statues stood in major cities. Her name wasn't even in the medical textbooks.
If you're one of those people that
So I want to know, like, you know, what y'all think about that, because I mean, when people be saying, like, when you read the diaries of Christopher Columbus and what he did and how he wrote about this multiple times and how he used to rape the women and gouge their eyes out and skin them and play with their private parts and put them in boiling water and stuff. I'm just like, these are the diaries of these white men that did this. That's why when people be trying to talk about, oh, we're Catholic, we're, you know, Zio, we're this, we're that, y'all all the same to me, because y'all talk about y'all in these different religions, but all you white dudes and white people did the same thing. I just don't see a difference. So I want to know what you guys thought about this. Audience, what you think as well.
They're never beating the allegations. They always want to test us first. Just like that recent woman, the black woman who they had her on life support and so she could give birth to the baby, and the baby still ended up having all of these problems. They test black women first on everything because they think that we don't have a high threshold of pain and they don't see us as human. We're always going to be the fucking guinea pig. So when you motherfuckers talk about, oh, well, you're next, bitch, we first. We been first. We're going to always be first. He was able to cut up on black women free of fucking charge because of slavery. And then when he perfected his craft or technique, he went and charged white women for it. So he had to do his shit on niggas for free and put them through the pain to perfect it so he could do it on a white woman for money and give her anesthesia. This is why to this day, when it comes to black people in healthcare, whether we are the doctor or the patient, it's always some bullshit. If you're a black doctor, you have to go above and beyond to constantly prove that you deserve to be there, when these fucking white doctors are mediocre as shit and all they're interested in is learning about how to heal white people. That's it. They don't take the time out to know that different races and ethnicities have different bodies. It's not a one size fits all type of shit, which they try to put us into. That's why how we see black women, oh, you're fat and you're obese, and every 3 to 5 fucking business days, you niggas get on here talking about black women and our bodies and how we're obese and we're this and that. First of all, we're not going by the BMI that white people created. Because according to them, I'm 5 feet tall. So according to them, I should weigh 120 pounds. I've been 120 pounds at this height, and I look like a fucking crackhead. I did. I look like a fucking crackhead, and and that's why I have no interest in ever being skinny again, because it doesn't fit me. I'm a type of woman that I have to have meat on my bones. Can I stand to lose a good 40 pounds for health reasons? Yes. But aside from that, I don't need to lose more. I'm okay being a 1X. I'm perfectly fine with that, because you know what? I like my titties. I like my fucking thighs. I like it. My husband do too, but I like it for me. I don't want to be around here looking like this where I can hula hoop through a goddamn Cheerio. No disrespect to people that's that skinny. I just can't be that bitch. But if we judged ourselves by white standards, we're never gonna fit. We're never gonna fit because we aren't meant to judge ourselves by white standards, because the standards for white people, especially white women, are rooted in fucking pedophilia. Think about it. White women, they're obsessed with youth. Why? Because you have to be young. They don't like any hair on their body parts. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good Brazilian, but We all know black men can go rock either way when you have hair, but it's a reason why it is rooted in them to not have no hair on them, because it makes them look like children.
Yeah.
They can't be overweight. They can't have big breasts. They can't have hips. They can't have a big ass. They got to look like a fucking twink because that makes them look like a child. All of these things, if you think about white beauty standards and white beauty trends, it's all rooted in fucking pedophilia.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to acknowledge that, but it is. So they're going to continue to, and even to this day, we're still guinea pigs for certain shit.
Yeah.
And they don't want to talk about it. But they have chopped us up when we go to we talked about it a while back, last year sometimes, with those two mothers in I think those Houston hospitals where the white nurse is just acting like they're literally delivering a baby here, and you asking me my social security number. Bitch, if you don't get me in a motherfucking bed, I'ma find the strength to whoop your fucking ass. And the other family had to have a baby in the car. But let that happen to a white woman, the fucking outrage that the lawsuit. And then going to Junior, when he was talking, we just talked about this with the for-profit prison. They're not building these prisons for nothing. They want a return on their fucking investment. And y'all not trying to lock white people up, so you gotta try to lock up black people and brown people. But eventually, it's gonna be every fucking body, because that's the fucking goal. Is to make everybody that's not in the 1% a fucking slave in an actual field, or in a slave being on the chain gang in jail. That is the ultimate goal for everybody here that's not in the 1%. So you white people, you better wake the fuck up. Because it could be your children too working the fucking fields. That's why they getting rid of the Department of Education. You think they getting rid of the Department of Education because of niggas? Yeah. I told y'all, white people start reading the minute niggas learn how to. So they want your children to not have an education. So you ignorant, poor ass white rednecks, your children can be picking them motherfucking strawberries when they get all the Latinos up out here. Your kids gonna be in the motherfucking fields picking them strawberries, running that fucking fertilizer and doing all that shit. Your white baby's gonna be there, because it ain't gonna be no niggas. It's gonna be your white babies that's gonna be out there in that fucking field. That is what they trying to do. You so stupid, you so stuck on being white, you don't see the end game. It ain't about, trust me, it's still about black and white. But it's also about the 1% and the 99% that ain't fucking got it. And a lot of you white people are part of that fucking 99%. And because you don't want to tax billionaires, because for some reason you think that white dollar is gonna trickle down to your poor white trash ass wallet, and it's not. You still rooting for them. And they gonna root for you right on down there to the motherfucking fields. And you gonna be working for them. Oh, I'm gonna wait for this money to trickle down. Okay, you wait for it to trickle the fuck down, bitch. You know the only thing that's gonna be trickling down, the sweat on your fucking balls when you out there in the hot ass sun. That's what the fuck is gonna be trickling down, bitch.
Amen. And Trey, any comments before we move on to the next one? Just 3 or 4.
Yes, my name says inhuman subcreatures. Thinking up, this is some sick shit. This is probably where the Human Centipede comes from. Have y'all seen that movie, The Human Centipede?
It's nasty.
Watch it. It's gross. It's gross.
Goodness.
Just think about a human centipede. It's gross. And then Light Mocha said, "Oh my God, they're demons." The Cosmic Blue Autistic says exactly what they want to bring back. They do want to bring that shit back. Kaz My Name said, "That's why they don't want history to be told. Like we don't have the right to be angry."
Yeah, and what I want to do is I'm going to play another section. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play this next section. I love Leave Us Black People Alone. That's probably my favorite.
Dude, I wasn't doing anything, I promise. Dude, I wasn't doing anything, I promise. Dude, I wasn't. Dude, I wasn't. Dude, stop, please, I wasn't. Dude, I wasn't. Dude,
what he fucking did.
Wait a damn minute. Let him fight. Let him fight, man. Don't put that out.
Fighting and McDonald's drive-thru is the level of ghetto.
That's why I can't work in fast food. I can't do it. I can't work in public anyway. It's too much. Because I will end up going to jail. I can't do it.
Say, bro, move out the way. Hey, I'm eating. I'm eating. Come on, man. What's wrong with you, bitch?
Oh. Damn. And this?
Oh.
I'll keep your hands to yourself.
Leave us alone. Leave us the fuck alone.
Jesus.
And this one?
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. What are you doing? Get off me. Get off me.
You see how talk?
Come on, that's a female, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
See,
Don't run up.
they feel like they can put their hands on anybody. That's the problem. And then when we give them the business, they have a problem. Right. And then this one,
That's a
take
female,
a look.
bro.
And she, teamwork makes the dream work.
So they not playing.
This Indian or Asian crime.
I got the girl. You get the guy.
They got it.
Listen, I want to know. I want facts.
I tell you, those would be the main two trying to be close to whiteness. So I knew that fight was going to come in. And then this one.
What is? Oh.
Oh, Becky's with the box braids. Love it. Whoop that tree. Come on, long titties.
What is happening?
Damn, what you trying to grab?
The cash register. No.
Somebody said not one of the baddies was seen in this video. And we are about to go on to our next segment. And this is so this is just going off of Leave Us Alone and everything. This is another one that we've been trying to talk about and discuss. You know, we Black people, we doing our own thing. Leave us alone. I mean, so this guy's out here playing his music, and of course, white guy got to come up and bother him. Take a look.
Oh yes, I saw this one.
Okay, for me. I know they always kick me out, so if they kick me out, I'll go. But okay, just letting you know. I do not want a physical cop. Are you a cop? No. Okay, let a cop be a cop. You're not a cop, right? Camera though. I'm gonna yell so you can hear me. I can't hear you. Cop says that amps not allowed legally. I don't want any physical. I don't want to get no physical altercation. That's no desire for it. Okay. Where the cop at? Down there. They were coming. What? They're coming. I didn't say that. I said I'll tell you that the cops told me it's illegal for you to have the amps at the park. Okay. Just inform me.
Well, let the cop say it.
Somebody says saying I don't want a physical altercation when you confront someone who is sitting down and responding calmly to you is peak caucasity. And Jake should have told the guy to scram instead of validated intrusions. And then also, you know, we keep telling y'all all that Epstein files and all that stuff. Look at this. Take a look.
I'm sorry, what?
Set the dog down.
Okay.
Thanks, sir. Turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
They've got a warrant for now.
You got anything on you?
A warrant from Pennsylvania.
A warrant for what?
It's going to be a child case.
We're going to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Pennsylvania has issued a warrant for you for some reason.
Okay.
And we're just here to serve you.
Can you call the attorney?
I will.
Yeah, let them do that.
Okay.
And I appreciate y'all being cooperative with me.
Look how calmly he's being arrested.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably going to try to extradite him.
All right, these cuffs are double locked. They're not going to tighten up or hurt you in any way unless you pull on them.
Extradite him back to Pennsylvania. This is a new warrant.
Is this just your phone and stuff in your front pocket here?
Yes, sir.
Phone and wallet?
Phone and wallet.
They're telling me it's a new warrant, Chad.
That's fine. Can you take my belongings out of my pockets and put them and give them to my mother?
I'd be more than happy to.
You just need your ID.
We're going to take ID with you.
Nice.
Right, not
You
one
don't have anything else in your other pocket?
planned, the
No, sir.
table.
I might have Burt's Bees and
Okay, I think I can operate one of these. Look at that. It's going to be you.
Somebody in the comments says it's always MAGAs, always white, always Christian. And then this lady, she pretty much explains exactly what happened when she went to some type of party or something, and it was a whole Epstein thing. Take a look. We'll be right back.
If you have children, you need to watch this.
What happens to the 9-year-olds? They go in the basement. They stay in the basement for years, and they're served up to only high-end elite clients. They never get out of the basement, and that's where they're broken, and that's where they're trained. And when they're trained and they're able to come out and look older, then they can get in the car with us and go to do the clubs. So we're getting the picture here. Our team's on the ground, and all of a sudden she goes, hey, we're going to be on tour for the next 3 weeks. Where are you going? She gives us the locations. So our team's planning to follow. We're looking for an opportunity to just snatch this girl, right? But we know we're dealing with a lot. What happens to the 9-year-old when you guys are gone? Oh, she goes to warehouse. What warehouse? I don't know. We don't know. They go to the warehouse. That's where the kids go when the other ones are on a tour. One team follows the 9-year-olds to the warehouse. One team follows the other girls on tour. At the warehouse, believe it or not, there are a bunch of kids, and it's completely controlled by black SUVs and obviously mafia of some kind who are completely controlling this property. We flew drones to monitor the property. We decide, based on the number of bad guys there, that we need a 3-letter agency to help us out. So I get on the phone with my contact with a 3-letter agency. The agency says, yes, we'll call our counterparts, and we're going to send a team to go raid that place. Guess what really happened? Now, we're flying drones over, and we have surveillance on the ground. That 3-letter agency rolls up, knocks on the door, tips everybody off. Everybody in the building gets into their vehicles and disappears. And we get a call, oh, yeah, we searched the property. There's nobody there. You guys are crazy. But we watched that all happen.
If you have children, you need to watch.
And, this is, these accounts, it's the same thing over and over. They go to these houses, children in the basement, children are there. Children, it's always the same accounts, always this religious Christian thing, whatever. So I want to know what you guys think of this stuff, because it's like they still roaming around and ain't nothing happened to them. What do you think?
It's been like this from the beginning of time. They've always been protected. It's just... I'm just so sick. I'm so sick of the states and this world. Get me off this planet, okay? Because it's ghetto. What? That arrest in his kitchen, it was so nice.
That was some bullshit.
Gentle.
That was some bullshit.
Oh, is there something in your pocket? Do you need to get that out of your pocket, sir? Oh, is there not? Do you have a weapon? Not a slammed face to the table like a black person. This makes me sick.
Yeah, because it's just like, okay, we help you get this shit out your pocket. You're not being arrested for like fraud. You're being arrested for some pedophilia type shit, and they're treating you like you're nice, and that's not even how they're gonna treat you in prison.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Let's talk
fucked
about the
up
cuff.
when this.
Not he explained the cuffs won't hurt you. What?
The cuffs should be hurting you. You should be them the ones you need to be fucking up. Them the ones you need to be fucking up, because what are they gonna say? Those are the ones you need to be fucking up. Off rip. The guy in the park, again, Everybody is sitting there vibing to the music, or they're minding their own business. It's a big park. He's just playing his music. He ain't playing rap or anything. He's playing his fucking guitar.
Right.
Everybody else is fucking is fucking chilling. And we didn't see the end of it, but the end of the video, the white man that's working with him, that's doing the filming, has to come and tell the white man that was bothering him, listen, we got this, we're okay. And that's when he walked away. When another white man had to step in and be like, go mind your fucking business. I love that the black man just kept playing his music, but I wish he hadn't interacted with him at all. He should have just sat there and continued playing his fucking music. Because notice that the cops that he went to go ask, where were they? Because what if it was such a nuisance, why wouldn't the cops walk over and tell him that he can't play the music? Like, you white people, what the fuck is your problem? You literally can't stand to see black people enjoying themselves. And I saw a video and it broke it down perfectly, is that the reason why white people don't like to see black joy is because white people don't get to experience joy. They don't. Because if you think about it, their white supremacy, the trade-off in being a white supremacist or thinking you're the best of the best, you have to oversee everybody else. And there's no joy in that. You have to pretend that there's joy in that. Being a miserable fucking human being is what you pretend to be joy. Because you can't stand to see black people laughing and you're not the center of attention, or you don't understand the fucking joke when the joke is not for you. You never see black people go up to white people at any given moment because they don't understand the joke or because they don't give a fuck. We live in our own world. We have so much fun as black people just solely being in our blackness that we don't need to interact with anybody else, especially a white person, to get that same level of joy. White people can't stand the fact that no matter how much you try to oppress us, we are going to find joy in a situation. Black people could not, as slaves, experience joy in front of white people. When you hear that term barrel of laughs, that's because when black slaves had to laugh at something, they literally had to kneel over the barrel and laugh into the barrel because white people could not see them having fun. White people could not see them laughing, or they would get lashed or even killed. That's where that term comes from. Our joy brings white people so much fucking pain that they're willing to kill us over it. Y'all are some miserable fucking human beings. Where has white supremacy gotten you? Because you can't be happy. Because as white supremacists, you have to conform to everything. Hence Christianity and Christian nationalism. Y'all have to be on one accord. You have to be married to an ugly ass white bitch. You have to go to fucking church. You have to believe in silk pressed Jesus. You have to follow all these fucking rules that don't allow you to have fun. That's why you hate the fucking gays and the trans people, because they live in their fucking life. That's why you hate black people, because we're expressing ourselves fully. That's why white women can't stand black women, because black women have a level of freedom of expression that white women will never fucking have. We're going to wear our hair the way we want. We're going to talk the way we want. We're going to dress the way we want. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want. And we don't give a fuck who got something to say about it. A white man can't say shit to us about it. A black man can't say shit to us about it. We're going to do what the fuck we want. And y'all can't stand that. To see a man playing beautiful music and your first instinct is to walk your Barney Miller ass over there about some, there are no amps allowed in the park. Well, get the fuck out the park. You fat funky ass bastard. You want to pay attention? Go wash your ass. Focus on that. If I was that man up there, like, funky ass white people ain't allowed in the park, but here the fuck you go. Leave black people the fuck alone. Because when black people start fucking with y'all back, you want to play the fucking victim.
Yep.
I just saw a video today of a racist white Uber driver, a female, and she had 2 black male passengers, and she decided to call the Uber people and say that they wouldn't get out the car. Meanwhile, she had them lock the black men in the car. You know what they started doing? Screaming like white women. And the white person in the Uber, the white person in Uber customer service was like, ma'am, you can't keep them in the car. They was fucking her ass up because they was turning the tables on her ass.
Yeah.
Like straight white women screaming, help, 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 to the point where she unlocked the door and they could get out. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Start doing these white ass Karens the same way. When these white bitches come up to you or these white men come up to you talking shit, start acting afraid. Pull out, oh my God, I'm calling and call the fucking cops. Call the cops and sound like a white person. Put your white customer service voice on so they can come to the place immediately. Start pulling a them on fucking them and see what the fuck happens. Y'all won't leave us alone. We don't even be bothering you crackers, and y'all still be fucking with us. We can't play music. We can't mind our own fucking business. Here y'all come. Oh, you know you can't do that. Do you have a permit? Do you have a permit, bitch, to be here and ask me if I have one? Let me see your motherfucking papers, bitch.
Right.
If I can't see your papers, get the fuck out my face.
What in the citizen's arrest?
Okay, because we're fucking tired. It's so fucking exhausting. If you think it's exhausting being black, it has to be real exhausting to be a white person. Because imagine carrying that level of misery with you 24/7, 360 fucking 5. Y'all hate it. This is the life you wanted. You wanted to be so fucking superior, but you can't have no joy. Black joy will always equal white pain.
Yep, hey, you better speak, Nikki. And I want to go into one last section. It's our politics section. And as you know, people have been talking about, I guess the COVID-19 virus and vaccines been coming up a lot. I had to take the vaccine because of my job. You would be let go if you did not take the vaccine at that time. You couldn't even go on any type of facilities or anything. And most people I know, they got really, really sick from it and they are having a lot of side effects from it. So take a look at this. We'll be right back.
And I am so glad that the Most High is exposing a lot of this stuff. Wow. You got in the E-Files, EP and BG discussing on how to get rid of poor people. And also, we're about to watch who is in charge of this whole thing. Y'all gotta share this.
So I knew they had to throw a curveball at Trump when his economy was doing so great. Latest emails from the Epstein files reveals Bill Gates, Epstein, and Barry Joseph discussed how to get rid of poor people with speculation that mRNA COVID vaccines were a way to do so. What the fuck? In an email from 2011, Director Barry Joseph writes to Jeffrey Epstein, I've been thinking a lot about that question that you asked Bill Gates. How do we get rid of poor people as a whole? And I have an answer. Many speculate that Barry Joseph was referring to the mRNA COVID-19 vaccine that comes after former key Pfizer vice president and whistleblower Dr. Mike Yedin revealed that the mRNA vaccines were actually bioweapons intentionally created to induce harm and reduce human fertility. This is in the e-files, so you better leave it up here, TikTok. There's the Jeffrey Epstein email talking all about it. Now, a lot of people said don't take this, and we were not bullshitting because we knew that something just came in all of a sudden, and then they wanted you to take this little fucking thing to make yourself better all of a sudden, and then they were giving you a Happy Meal at McDonald's, $50 gift cards.
In charge of the CDC that was controlling and telling our government to shut down small businesses and what they recommend for the mandates of the vaccines and Pfizer and all this. The director of the CDC was Rochelle Walensky, dual citizenship with Israel. She's a Jew. Deputy director of the CDC, Ann Shawalchi, dual citizenship with Israel. Jew. CDC chief of staff, Sherry Berger, dual citizenship with Israel. Jew. CDC chief medical officer, Mitchell Wolf, dual citizenship with Israel. Jew. CDC director of the Washington office. This is pertinent to the topic. Yeah, this is pertinent to COVID. So director of the CDC of the Washington office, Jeff Resnick, dual citizenship with Israel. Jew. COVID SAR, Jeff Zaitz.
So you already know where that's going. And then take a look at this. Do you know the whole post that happened with Trump where he had his hand out like Jesus or some crap like that? Take a look at what the people had to say about it.
I'd tell him to go to church and get saved. Let him, if he does that, maybe everything else will work out.
I'm here at the Turning Point USA event in Athens, Georgia. And I've got to tell you, I've covered hundreds of Trump advance events, and I've rarely seen such constant frustration from young Republicans, especially on the topic of the Pope and that Christ-like image the president posted of himself.
Yes, it offended me because nobody is Jesus, but we're all human beings. We all make mistakes.
It's kind of all hearsay, kind of.
Well, it's not hearsay because
he really posted that.
He said himself, I posted the photo on video.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor.
It's inappropriate. He shouldn't be posting that, but at least he took it down and he knew it was wrong.
All he said was he saw himself as a doctor and he deleted it to prevent confusion.
Right.
I heard that too, and I'm going to use the abbreviations BS on that one. I would prefer to have him just say, that was inappropriate of me. I shouldn't have done it, and I'll try not to do that in the future.
Turning Point's evolved into this crucial young conservative and Christian voting bloc, a group that largely mobilized to get Trump reelected in 2024. And Republicans are counting on this group for the midterms and 2028 as well.
I'd tell them to go to church. Go to church and get.
And then Candace Owens has something to say. Take a look. Even though I'm not a big fan of her, but take a look.
Kunda says
accidentally admitted that we sent arms to protesters in Iran. Because that's our favorite move. Remember, they were saying it was a conspiracy. The Iranian government was saying these protesters are not real. They are working on behalf of Israel. And they are trying to, from the inside out, collapse our nation, essentially a color revolution, which we do all over the world. We've done it many times over. And then the government said, oh, no, this was just a normal uprising. This is how the people were feeling. Well, yeah, then Trump accidentally, and it was quite stunning, admitted to the fact that what was once deemed a conspiracy is a fact. We armed protesters in Iran. Take a listen to what Trump said during the White House Easter celebration.
If they protest, if they go out in the streets, they will be immediately shot. If they don't have guns, we sent some guns, but the group that was supposed to give, which I said would happen to my people, I said it, I called it exactly. We sent guns, a lot of guns. They were supposed to go to the people so they could fight back against these thugs. You know what happened? The people that they sent them to kept them because they said, what a beautiful gun, I think I'll keep it. So I'm very upset with a certain group of people, and they're going to pay a big price for that. But the Iranian people will fight back as soon as they know they're not going to be shot and as soon as they can get weapons.
Oh. Could you imagine that another way? Could you imagine if Iran, the Iranian government said, we had sent all of these guns to American protesters. We had sent all of these guns so they could have an uprising against their government. Just on camera, they just came right out, right on the front lawn. And we're a little upset because I said it was going to happen. Said if we just try to get these arms over, someone was going to intervene and take all these guns and these weapons. Now I'm not happy about it. That was supposed to go to, the voters. They could, have an uprising against their government. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Could you imagine if the shoe was on the other foot?
You might not like the girl, but she pulling up receipts, baby. Yeah, might. And so was everybody else. The COVID-19 vaccine, I knew that something was wrong with it because there was more people that died from that than they actually died from the actual virus. Right. And I was sitting here it was something that was really weird about it. And when I was reading the information on it, I just knew that there was something horribly wrong with it. And then even with that, she's right. If you look at what do they call it, Hezbollah and ISIS and all that, have you noticed that in each of those countries, Al Qaeda, they only attack the people in there, but they don't attack the Zions? I was like, so how are they attacking all their own people if they're supposed to be Muslims? Well, shouldn't they be all banding together to fight the other people? But they're only attacking each other. And I said, you got to make it make sense here. But they never attack you guys? That's why I said this whole thing, that Epstein thing and all that stuff, I said, this government and everything is so corrupt. I don't even know what to say about it. You guys, what do you think?
Shout out to Democracy for our first super chat of the day. So we appreciate you and welcome back. We missed you. I agree. This level of corruption since he's gotten to the office both times, but definitely this time, because he knows he can't get elected again. He may talk all that shit about a third term, but he knows he can't. So this is the great American grift. He is stealing everything he fucking can while he can. And the thing is, you can't even take it with you when you dead. Who are you giving it to? You're not. Who are you gonna leave it to? You're probably not gonna leave it to your fucking children. Where is it gonna go? Nobody needs this amount of money. Nobody honestly needs $1 billion. Nobody needs that. If you can't survive, if you're a human being and you can't survive off of a couple of $100 million, you can buy a house, you can buy a car. if you invest it right and you buy you can make something. Nobody needs hundreds of billions of dollars. Elon Musk on his way to being a trillionaire makes no fucking sense. Nobody needs that type of money.
Mm-hmm.
And America is bankrupt. We're already bankrupt. And the people that are going through the Strait of Hormuz, they're not using the US dollar. And that's going to fuck us over, because without them trading oil in the US dollar, we are going to go belly up for real.
Yep.
We are going to go broke. And he's playing fast and loose with these Iranians. You fucked up with them Iranians because you thought you was going to be able to play them because they poor Middle Eastern uneducated motherfuckers. Guess again, bitch. When you poor as fuck, you ain't got nothing but time on your hands. And when you ain't got nothing but time on your hands, that means you ain't got shit to lose. And the last thing you ever gonna play with is a motherfucker that ain't got shit to lose. Imagine a whole country that ain't got shit to lose.
Yep.
Baby.
I bet you America is gonna quit before they do. Because they may not be able to reach us in terms of nuclear weapons, but they can fuck us up with the money. Because all they gotta do is go trade oil with the Chinese people in the fucking Yun or however you call it. All these other people, you could trade oil in their fucking currency, and then they could pass through. He fucked up going to war with these people, and we are all paying the fucking price for it. And you saw that video with them. It's literally him saying, "I posted the fucking video." Oh well, I don't think he posted it. It came out his fucking mouth.
That's stupid.
He said he posted it, and y'all still trying to give him fucking grace. You're still trying to give him grace. At this point, every last one of you MAGA motherfuckers get what you deserve. I can't wait for y'all to be homeless. Y'all can not afford that mortgage. Y'all gonna be out there in the motherfucking cold with your red hat on to keep your your brain warm. The last brain cell you got left is gonna be warm under that fucking MAGA hat when you under the fucking freeway begging for some goddamn money. Because you decided to follow this motherfucker. That's where all y'all gonna end up. All y'all gonna lose the trailer park. You're gonna lose your fucking trailer, and you're gonna have to move under the goddamn bridge, and it is what the fuck it is. Y'all absolutely deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to, I got it right here, Jaden for our second super chat today. We appreciate you.
And Jaden also stated, I played Resident Evil and I was side-eyeing the mess out of the vaccine. The only reason I took it because of my parents contracting the virus. I mean, you know what? That Resident Evil, that and what's that other movie? World War Z and all that stuff, all these viruses and stuff. When you start looking into this stuff and you start seeing that these viruses and these medications, they're doing all these vaccines and injections, and then it's actually making people sicker or killing them. And then you see that they got all the stuff in the food, and now you can eat a lot of stuff in the food. I tell you, when I went down to the grocery store, you could just tell something was wrong with the food. Something was wrong with it. I said, I'm not eating it. I tell you, I eliminated pork altogether. I'm not messing with the pork. I don't mess with a lot of beef. If it's ground up or anything like that, because they grind up everything at once, like the hog cake, they'll just grind up and make hog cheese. I'm good.
Did you see that video of the girl who's talking about like a lot of the ground up meat? Any kind of ground up meat has a lot of human meat in it.
Yes.
Anything ground up. So don't eat anything ground anymore. No more burgers, no more hot dogs, no more sausages.
What's that one that's so popular down the street? What's it called? The one that everybody's talking about, the burger place.
A burger place?
Yeah.
Five Guys?
No, not Five Guys. The other one.
McDonald's?
There's one there, and it's always lines wrapped around it. And they got nasty
Chick-fil-A?
Hell no.
No.
I don't eat
Chick-fil-A
that.
ain't got no.
Oh my God, how are we forgetting? Anybody in the audience, if you know it, please let me know. It's a burger place. In and out.
In and out. Okay. Yeah, we don't have that here, so I wouldn't have guessed that because
when
we
I
don't
tell
have
you
that here.
that the fries and everything's nasty, but those burgers, I'll tell you, the line be wrapped around it, and just knowing that all this stuff is in the meat, and you got Cisco, they're buying up all the farms, and then they're selling everybody the same meat and stuff. I'm like, pretty much we're not going to have anything organic. That's why I'm going to the local farmers market, because I'm not playing with my health. I'm not trying to be on these medications, because these medications, if you don't look at the commercials, you get diabetes. Then now you got heart disease because you're taking that medication. Now you need a medication to do the diabetes and the heart disease. Oh, now you got gout. Now you need something for the gout. It's
right.
It's horrible. That's why I tell people it's bad. I tell people just if you can, drink as much water as you can, drink alkaline water, exercise, do the best you can. Because I know food is expensive. My grocery bill at Whole Foods, I only had like a few things. It was almost at $250. And I only had a few things. Eggs was $15. I mean, it's overpriced. So they're pricing you out at those places where they're making things organic so you can eat the bad stuff to where you're getting all these elements. Or doing better. And we just hope that you guys stay safe. We're going to do our closing videos of the day. And we have a few updates, actually. So I guess they just found, well, this is not really news, the cure of HIV. So in Norway, I've heard about this before, but I guess they're bringing it out now. In Norway, a patient has been completely cured of HIV thanks to stem cell transplant from their sibling for leukemia treatment. So just want to let you know that, of course, China already said they had all these, China and Russia has all these cures for cancer as well. So the pharmaceutical industry is going to be really different. Then also breaking, Virginia just now passed legislation ending tax breaks for white supremacist Confederate groups, even though the Civil War ended 161 years ago. But remember, reparations for Black people are unrealistic, unfair, and unwarranted. After all, the Civil War ended 161 years ago. Tax breaks for white supremacist terrorists who enslaved Black people are great, but reparations to Black people harmed by enslaved are bad. This is what systemic racism, white supremacy in 2026 looks like. So I just want to let you guys know that. This is unfortunate, as this is why I said the whole system, the court system, the cops, we showed the videos today. I could care less about them. This Georgia teen was sentenced to 7 years in prison for defending himself at Walmart. So this is why I'm saying, like, Iran, go ahead and do your business. Go ahead and do it, because I'm sick of it's not changing. I'm sick of these racist ass white folks. It's becoming too much. And then take a look at this video. This is a little kid walking in, I think it's in Lebanon or Gaza. Take a look. And that's some horrible stuff to look at right there. So I just, want y'all guys to just notice that as well. And I thought this was funny. Take a look at this. So he's trying to figure out why his owner is, breathing, like able to sit in the water so much, and he's having to dip his head up. So then he started barking.
He said, "You cheating ass bitch."
He's gonna start barking in a minute. Like a cheater. And then in last news, we was just talking about them. Glendon Campbell files for divorce after 20 years of marriage to Tina Campbell of Mary Mary.
I know she feels stupid as shit for everything she went on a whole tour about forgiving her fucking husband, and whole time that bitch was waiting until them kids was 18 when it wasn't no child support involved. That meant I bet you feel so fucking stupid now, and that's exactly what you fucking get. That's exactly what you get.
Yeah, I tell you, hey, it is what it is at this point. The holier than thou, roly people, this and that. That's why I be saying when it comes to the church, I tell people, do you don't throw that shit.
I mean, I'm surprised Silk Fresh Jesus ain't tell you this was coming. I thought he would have let you know. I thought he would have been. I thought he would have. And he would have told you. You would have heard, like Michelle say, I heard a word. I thought you would have heard the word, man. Like, what happened? You should have known.
It's usually these people that are like, "Oh, I'm so tapped in with God. We have conversations every day. He talks to me. I talk to him." What is he saying? What did he say? What did he say about
it? Say a damn thing.
What did he say?
Said nothing. And you guys, that is our show today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody. The comments you guys were lit today. We had good views today as well. Nikki, well, actually, I'm going to start with Trey. Trey, where can they find you at? Anything upcoming, anything exciting?
As you can see, I'm doing the leopard print most here. You can find me at Trey Rich Live on Instagram, and you can find my music on all the streaming platforms. Trey Rich, Black Boy Joy is out now, but there will be more releasing very soon.
All right, perfect. And this is actually Trey's account right here. So you can go look that up as well. And then Nikki, where can they find you at? Anything upcoming, anything exciting?
You can find me online on Instagram at bitch_happens. Right now working on FTP network with our other partner, Jason. So he's doing the tech stuff. Him and Trey are doing tech. I'm doing the visuals. So we're working on that. So that is where my time is going. That's my links and everything there. And once we're done, I will have more FTP merch. So we definitely have some cool things coming. We have the FTP network, and then we're slowly going to roll out the FTP fan club. So I'm really excited about that. So we got a lot of good stuff coming for y'all. So we're working on the back end really hard to have the website and the network going. So, we can get off these other platforms and we can have our own thing. And our goal is to expand and include other creators. So be on the lookout, for that. If you have some talent and shows and things you want to pitch and we can work that out, we definitely will, because we want to give back to the community. So
yes, indeed.
We're working really hard. It's starting off well, but we really want to take this to the next level and have an actual network where we have podcasts and shows and comedy and skits and all type of stuff. So we're getting started on that, and I'm really excited for you guys to see what we've done so far. So it's coming.
Absolutely. And also, you guys, if you got any products or services, we're going to also have that a part of our FTP network as well. So that way, if you're selling anything, we're trying to build like a kind of a black network, aka a black Amazon type thing. So that way people can purchase your products as well. And that way, we can start, really having a community, because we're going to need it more than ever. Other than that, we will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is our Friday. So we'll be here at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then after that, you will have Knick-Knack After Dark this Friday.
Yes, we'll have it this Friday. After this Friday, I think Trey and I are going to take a little hiatus because we are revamping the show entirely, we want to give you guys a whole new format, which will go along with the FTP network rollout. So after this Friday, we're going to take a little hiatus, and once the FTP network is out, we're going to have new episodes of Knick-Knack After Dark, but it's going to be very different. So we're working on a whole new rollout. So this is just a whole new thing. So we're really excited to see, for you guys to see what we're going to do with the show.
And as always, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for letting that other video go viral. That was really, really, really important. I want to thank you guys so much for that. And we will see you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Do you enjoy yelling at strangers and refuse to mind your own fucking business? Introducing MAGA Karen, the limited edition action figure that's just as unsolicited as your opinions. MAGA Karen comes equipped with all the essentials. A Fox News mug, because the best part of waking up is racism in your cup. Next up is a Red Bullshit energy drink, infused with 100% pure indignation and zero nutritional value, just like your diet. And, of course, Trump dump adult diapers, because one thing a Karen is always prepared to do is shit a brick. But the best part, she talks. Just push her buttons, they're very sensitive, and she'll unleash her greatest hits like,
I want to speak to the manager right now, or I'll call the fucking cops. Get the fuck out of my country. I wonder just how racist I can be today. Fuck you, fuck your feelings, and fuck facts.
If you enjoy weaponizing whiteness, religion, and Wi-Fi, MAGA Karen is the best friend you've always wanted, but never had because you're such an insufferable bitch. MAGA Karen, powered by Facebook, fueled by Fox News. Exclusively available at Walmart. Entitlement sold separately.
Need to shit but can't sit? Gotta have a golden shower on the go? Introducing Trump dump adult diapers? Because racism doesn't stop, not even for your bowels. Adorned with stars and stripes, these diapers are engineered with cutting-edge technology, ensuring your white supremacist ass is covered, literally. And let's talk fit. These babies stay in place no matter how much you move. No more awkward adjustments, just pure freedom. You can strut your stupidity with confidence. Whether you're guarding a Tesla dealership, attending a Klan meeting, or simply going about your daily racist routine, trust in the protection that proudly supports your freedom. Ready to make incontinence great again? Buy Trump dump adult diapers today. They're only $50, and if you buy 10, you get one free. Now that's a deal worth starving for. Available at your local Target and all other non-DEI retailers.
Taco man, fat ass fascist with an ugly orange stand. Taco man, pussy ass bitch can't stick to a plan. Wake up late, tweet at dawn, talk big shit, little dick Don, always pissed, orange as hell, take a work. 8647, get your bitch ass murked. Mango motherfucker, no concepts of a plan. That's why we call you the Taco Man. Taco Man. Fat ass fascist with an ugly orange tan. Taco Man. Pussy ass bitch can't stick to a plan.
Mm-hmm. Bye. Bye. Peace.